Heroes here and now. Today on Fortitude through Stoicism, and this is my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. Full disclosure, I have been on a relentless deep dive journey. I'm going to share more at the end of this Stoicism journey. But I'd like to talk about Alexander the Great for a minute. And I will tell you that there's a quote by Marcus Aurelius here. But first, I want to talk about Alexander the Great. Here's a thought. Wouldn't it be really cool, like the city of Alexandria? 2,300 years later, the city of Alexandria still bears the name of Alexander the Great. And you're thinking, man, that'd be really cool, right? To have a city named after me for millennia. You're dead. You are dead. You have no idea whether your name has lasted on. You have no idea of your own legacy. No one gets to enjoy their own legacy. You're all dead. It doesn't matter. But worse, think about all the horrible things that Alexander did to achieve that, right? He fought pointless wars, had a terrible temper. He even killed his best friend in a drunken fight. He was ruthless, and he was an absolute slave to his ambition. And that is why he died at such an early age. So consider this. Instead of wasting every second considering the opinions of future people or generations ahead of us, Stoicism teaches us that it's important to focus on the here and now. Be present in the present moment. Focus on being the best man that you can be. The distant future is completely irrelevant. It is completely irrelevant. Stoicism teaches us it's better to be good and noble now, and impressive now. That's when it still matters. So the quote today by Marcus Aurelius, such behavior. People don't want to praise their contemporaries whose lives they've actually shared, but hold great expectations for the praise of future generations. People they haven't met or ever will. This is akin to being upset that past generations didn't praise you. Now, again, the mindset is a little different back then. Remember, he's an emperor, he's got a lineage, he's got a legacy, he's thinking about how his name will carry on as the emperors and leaders did before him. How does that equate to our own lives, right? I work with a lot of clients. They're very concerned with their legacy. They build these businesses their entire life. And then they're 65, 70, 75, 80. Some of them are starting to go, lose their marbles a little bit. And they're so concerned about the legacy, about what this company will stand for long after they're gone. But what I realize is not enough people worry about what their company stands for now while they're here running it. Isn't that interesting? So I would contend that not a lot of people in today's day and age really consider what happens after, right? You have a large percentage of the population who is religious, and they think there's some type of afterlife. If you live this noble life, right, you're going to be given this amazing afterlife, right? This is the belief, right? Whatever one you're going to, pick one. Let's do Christianity, that's pretty common, right? Or Islam, right? 72 virgins, whew, that'd be fun. Reality? Oh, I guess it depends on your belief. Same thing with heaven or hell, right? We're told in Christianity that if you live this virtuous life according to all these rules that other men have wrote, note the irony, other men have wrote these laws and rules. And what's interesting is they say that it's in the name of God, but they're the only ones that talk to God to carry out that message to you. Aren't you lucky? Same thing I noticed in Afghanistan when we got there. 3% of the population can read. And they would hold up the Quran and say, hey, they can say whatever they wanted was in this book, and it was God's will, and people listened. So yeah, it's important to murder everyone and slaughter people and put your kids and strap bombs to them because, what God said, right? Christianity's been doing the same thing for millennia. Think about the Dark Ages. Think about all of the atrocities committed in the name of God. Fuck me. Is that how we're going to judge our lives, based on the opinions of other men who have shown no moral true character? Let's be honest, right? Catholic priests. Think about that. Is that virtuous? Taking one of my sons or one of your sons into a dark, cold room in the church and doing unspeakable things. Is that virtuous? I contend that man individually is responsible for his own virtue, and not according what the perception of someone else's words for an interpretation of a potential God may have said. Stoicism predates Christianity. Many of the beliefs are in Christianity. But the difference is, in Christianity, they talk about how the meek will inherit the earth. It's a religion for victims, about victims. I don't believe that is the most noble way to live. That is why I do not subscribe to any particular religion. Now, are there things that I don't understand in this world, in this universe, that are so much bigger than me? Absolutely. I know nothing, Jon Snow. And like Socrates would say, that is my path. I know nothing. I will ask questions until the end of eternity. But I will not subscribe to a religion that has been bastardized by men for millennia to control people. This is what Stoicism teaching us. Critical thinking, right? So if I use critical thinking and apply it to the Bible or to modern Christianity, does it hold water? And in my view, the answer is no. It does not hold water. It has been bastardized. It has been manipulated. Courage, justice, temperance. There's nothing wrong with these things. There's nothing wrong with these things. So the question is, do you want to wait your entire life to be a good person and then see how history judges you? Or do you want to use the tools and teachings and principles that are available to you now and live the very best life that you can now? It's a very simple question. And this goes to the nature of people. Are you lazy and procrastinating, waiting for something to happen to you later in life, right? God's going to come down and fucking save you, right? Oh, here comes Jesus, here comes God, you're fucking saved, right? Ain't seen that happen a whole lot, right? Or, alternatively, you're going to pull up your big girl panties and do it yourself. Heroes now, and I'm out.